My name is Rodney Karls, and this is my wife, Dottie. I was diagnosed with stage 4 kidney cancer. And this is my story. Back in March of 2019, we went to Colorado to visit my stepson to make plans for his wedding. While we were out there, we made plans to go to Cripple Creek and check out the town. On the morning of March 26th, I woke up, and as I went to the bathroom, all that came out was blood. We ended up in the ER, and at that time, all they thought I had was a busted blood vessel. So they put me in a catheter and they irrigated it. Decided they were going to keep me overnight. And at that point, we were pretty relaxed. I didn't want to stay, but they pretty much said I had to till the blood cleared up. During the night, about 4 o'clock in the morning, I couldn't take the pain in my back, which I never felt prior to that at all. About 6 o'clock, I called the nurse and said, I'm having a lot of pain in my back. And they're like, what from? I said, I don't know if it's just the way I'm laying or whether it's something else. So they gave me some pain meds, and that didn't do anything. About 45 minutes later, I said, I need something for the pain. So they gave me morphine. And they took me down for an MRI, thinking at that time it was kidney stones. After the MRI, I still had a lot of pain. And coming back to the room, they gave me some more morphine, and I fell asleep. 2 hours later, I woke up to 4 doctors. And that's when they told me that they found a tumor on my kidney, the size of my kidney, and they believed it to be cancerous. After that, they said they seen some spots in my lungs, 2 on my right, 1 on my left. So they wanted to take me for a CT scan. Come back from the CT scan, and they said they seen 2 spots there, and then another spot a little higher. And they asked if I've been having any headaches. And I said, yeah, I have headaches occasionally, but I thought it was from a prior neck injury. And they said, well, we want to take you and have an MRI down to your head. The results of that were, they found a spot on my brain too. And at that point, they're like, what do you want to do? And all I wanted to do was get back to Minnesota. That was a lot of news. I did kind of make a joke. I said, well, you can't go any further. We were trying to decide where we wanted to go, back to St. Cloud. I said I really wanted to go to the Mayo Clinic. And I said we'd take care of that when we get back to town. At that point, I really didn't want the kids to know all of it because I didn't want them coming to Colorado. They got little babies. And I just thought it'd be a big hassle for them to make the trip when we were going to be back in town in 4 days anyway. But my son got hold of everybody, and they all came. which made it, I'm sorry, man, it made it more realistic. Through this journey, it's tough. With the kids, my wife. I remember being in the hospital, thinking about it with her. Both of us crying, me trying to be strong, and saying, it is what it is. I didn't get mad about the whole thing, but I did wonder, why me? At this point in life, why? And after a day or two of thinking about that, I thought, why not me? There's a lot better people worse off than me, and I'm not special in any means that I don't deserve to have this. It's just my journey. Through the course of it, you think about my wife, my 4 kids, 5 grandkids, their spouses, and their feelings. So you try and be really strong for them and not let them show that it hurts. So you make light of the situation, joke around a little bit and say, it's all right. We're okay with it. Which after about 6 months, I think we got to a point where we were really comfortable talking about it to other people. And through some of the conversations, we've found some really good people that have had the same journeys. And we've talked to them about our different situations. And sadly to say that most of them have passed on, which makes me feel very fortunate that I'm still here, but kind of guilty too. There was a few things I seen when we were in the hospital. Can I read them off my phone?
Yeah.
That really made sense to me at the time. And it says, one day you will tell your story of how we've overcome what you're going through now, and it will become part of someone else's survival guide. And that just kind of struck me as, okay, so if you're out and people ask you questions, it's okay to talk about it. And maybe it'll spur something inside them to, if they're not feeling good, go get checked out, or they won't be afraid to. And I've already had people come up to me and ask me if I could go talk to somebody they knew that has cancer and is going through the same thing I am, so they have somebody to talk to and feel comfortable with that knows what they're going through.
My only sunshine, you make me happy when skies are red. I never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.